It has been my dream to be able to have a voice for a tower of children in Africa and across the globe who do not have a voice. I grew up in a small village in northern Uganda. And with 5 brothers and 3 sisters. And growing up in a small village, it was difficult for me because I dropped out of school at first grade. My parents never attended high school, neither elementary school. My mother did not know how to write her name or read. One time, I told her that I wanted to be able to pick up a pen and write my own name. And she told me she wanted to do the same thing too. And she advised me not to worry because God has a plan for all of us. So I was so motivated by her encouragement to look out positive in life. And one day, she was cooking a cabbage, and I was sitting in the living room. I heard someone knocking at the door in a very violent way. And I asked, "Who is it?" The person did not reply. And suddenly, when the person pushed into the door through, I saw a lot of young boys with uniform, hat, and guns. I was so captivated by them. And I asked them, "Where are you all going?" And they told me that they're going home. And I told them that I wanted to go with them. And my parents looked at me with a very sad look and said, "Oh my goodness, she doesn't even know what she's saying." And at that time, I did not know even anything about war. I didn't know there was kids out there fighting in conflicts. I did not know what the outcome of the gun those young kids were carrying. Well, as a year go by, at the age of 12, I was kidnapped from my hometown by the Lord Resistance Army and took a march to the bush. And life there, it was so complicated. And I did not know how I managed it, but I always believed that God alone was the one who was with me. And my first week with the LRA, I have witnessed a 16 or 17 years old boy was trying to escape. And this boy was caught, and they brought him back. And this boy, they ordered every new abductee to participate in killing this boy. And I remember before this boy got killed, I walked next to him, I looked him in the eye, I saw the mystery, and I told him that I wish I could have done something to save him, but I am just a child like him, a victim, invisible like any of them. And imagine, at that age, I was only 12. And at that time, they were going to kill him. I made a commitment to myself I'm not going to participate in the killing of this young boy. And if the rebel wanted to kill me, then I'd rather die for something which I believe is true for me. And in the middle of the participation of the other youth were killing this young boy, a young soldier came to me. And he looked at me and told me, "Why are you not participating in killing this boy?" I asked him, "Why could you do it?" "I'm not going to." In the end of the day, the boy got up his gun, and there was a knife under his AK-47. He tried to stab my feet. And I stood still. And he missed it. And he got up and walked away. And I told myself from that moment, in the middle of chaos, you can choose to do things out of fear, or you can choose to stand on your truth. From that day, I was inspired. And overall, I have made a commitment to myself that I hope one day I will get the chance to escape. I wanted to be a voice for those who do not have a voice. And one day, the Uganda government and the rebel were having a revenge among each other. They sent an helicopter. And a helicopter came and dropped a huge bomb next to me. And I lost a bunch of friends there on that day. Airplane, the bomb blew a half of my face. I didn't know I was going to survive. And I didn't want to live with the fear of that. I did not want people to ask me, "What happened to you?" The LRA refused to release me to make me come home. They told me if they make me come home, it's going to give the Uganda government attention in the world of what they're doing to children in Africa. And the only way for them to do it, they're going to kill me. I came to realize that my purpose in the world is greater than the mystery of life I was living. And I deserve to be treated like any other kid. And I was tired and sick, and I knew that I was not chosen to become a child soldier. But I was taken against my will because I'm a child. And after 3 years with the rebel, I escaped. And I made it through to a rehabilitation center in northern Uganda, who help young kids who have been captured when they were young, and they unite them with their family and help them to become kids again. And then in September of 2005, I got the chance to come to the United States for medical treatment because of my injury. And coming to the United States in the first place, I did not speak any English. And I was living with a host family. And the first place I asked them, I wanted to know that, can they teach me the word, if I want to go to the store, like, can you take me shopping? And that is what I asked them. And my host family laughed. For me, I did not know. And then, in the end of the day, after a year later, I was invited to an Oprah Winfrey show to be a guest. And I did not know who Oprah Winfrey was. And I was just confused. I was like, who is she even? And at that time, I used to watch a documentary called Invisible Children. It was about 3 boys from California who went to Africa to document story on young people who are fighting into war conflicts. And I was so captivated by these 3 boys. And I liked them a lot. I did not know when I was going to meet them. So when I was invited to the Oprah Winfrey show, I went there, and I found these boys were sitting there. I was so surprised to be there. It's not because of being on the Oprah show, but the fact that I have got a chance to meet this boy in real life. And I had a crush on the youngest boy, and I was so happy. And Oprah was looking at me. And she was talking to me. I used to cut the nice face, so nice. And I was afraid of people not to look at me, to ask me questions. And then in the end of the day, I came to realize that the more I cut the nice face, people cannot hear me. And because I was ashamed of how I look. And after that, after 4 years later, I got a message from a young girl from northern Uganda. She messaged me on Facebook to say, I don't think you should hide your face. I think you're beautiful. Then I came to realize that if I want to see the people around me, then I should allow myself to be seen. I should not be ashamed of how I look, but I should be determined of what I can do and with what I got and the support. And in August of 2010, I got the opportunity to go to a Global Peace Summit in Austin here, which was for the Amala Foundation. First of all, they asked me to apply for it, and I refused. And my host mom convinced me to apply for it. I told myself, I said, I don't want to go to a peace summit. What is a peace summit? Growing up, I did not know what is a peace, the word peace even mean. And I was angry. I told her, I said, I don't want to go. What do these people know about peace? If there was peace in the world, why are kids from some part of the world are still fighting into conflict? They're killing each other because they don't know what else to do. And what are they doing about toward this peace? And why this peace only in Austin? And my host mom says, just go and try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay. And then I got a chance, I came to the summit. I met a lady named Vanessa Stone. I didn't know she was the founder of the organization. She told me, I looked at her and she looked at me and she asked me one question. What are you ashamed of? I remember, because I used to cover my face with anxious a lot. And after she asked me what I was ashamed of, I did not reply. I cried and I thought about it. The next summit, I came back and I made a decision to accept the part of me that I do not want to accept. That is how the world is going to perceive me. And that is how I'm going to perceive people. If I want to be loved, then I should love others. I want to be noticed. I should notice others. I want to be forgiven. I should forgive others. And that is the moment I came to realize that forgiveness, peace, and love begin within. Then peace in the world will follow. From ever since, I have been inspired to volunteer with the Mala Foundation. I have served as a youth leader and also a counselor at the Global Peace Summit. And I have also volunteered and went to a peace march in San Francisco with another foundation. And I have also been appeared on CNN, the Oprah Winfrey Show, and also my story was told before U.S. Congress about the atrocities that is taking place in Africa and across the globe. And also this year, I have been chosen to be a youth ambassador, plus 11 others who will be travel to Israel and Jordan for a peace conference to discuss about the atrocity of what is going on in this world. And my hope is that to work with young children who are still caught up into conflict, because I want to show them that there is a way to build peace without conflict. And we are the teacher for the next generation. If we can teach the next generation to experience the peace that begins within, then the peace in the world will follow. And it is our responsibility. If someone would have spoken for me long time ago, I would not be called a child soldiers. There's no such a word as child soldiers. If we can work hard to be a voice, to educate ourselves, educate each other, and then I don't think there was a kid today with this, her or his life would be safe. And I'm just advising you to wake up and do something about what is going on in some part of the world, because we are the change of the next future. I don't want my children neither my grandkids to experience what I have experienced. Because I believe there's no child deserves to live in the mystery of another person treating them like a non-object. So my greater hope is to make that change, and I invite you to be a part of my journey. Together, we can make this place into a wonderful place. So tomorrow when we pass, we don't have to worry about the future of our children or grandchildren or generations to come. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.